Hey guys, today we're going to talk about trapezoids. So as you look here at the top of your page, non-isosceles trapezoids have only one pair of opposite sides parallel. Consecutive angles between parallel lines are supplementary, add up to be 180. Isosceles trapezoids have those same properties as well as non-parallel sides are congruent. Diagonals are congruent. Base angles are congruent. And opposite angles are supplementary. So as we look here at problem number 1, we see that we have an 87-degree angle, we have a 51-degree angle, and we have parallel sides here. So what we're going to do is to find K, we're going to do 180 minus 51, which is 129 degrees. And to find M, we're going to do 180 minus 87, which is 93 degrees. And for problem number 2, to find angle C, we're going to do 180 minus 31, which is 149 degrees. And to find angle D, we're going to do 180 minus 62, which is 118 degrees. Pretty simple, right? We know that these consecutive angles are supplementary. So 8x plus 54 plus 6 equals 180. So 8x is 120, x is equal to 15. And we're looking for angle R. So we're going to plug x back into this value here once we're finished. These two are going to be equal to 180, so 12x plus 3 and 7x minus 13, so 19x minus 10 equals 180. 19x equals 190, so x is 10. And 7 times 10 is 70, and 70 minus 13 is 57 degrees. Now we have an isosceles trapezoid, so DG is congruent to EF, and DF is congruent to GE. And we have another isosceles trapezoid in number 6, so angle T is congruent to angle U, and angle V is congruent to angle W. You know you have an isosceles trapezoid if you see that you have the congruent non-parallel sides are marked. So angle Q and angle P are congruent. And then 180 minus 112 would be our two base angles, which is 68 degrees. And angle W and angle X are congruent. So 180 minus 47 is going to give us Y and Z, which are 133 degrees. Taking a look at our problems here on the back, if MNOP is an isosceles trapezoid, means these two are the same. MP is 16x minus 13. NO is 9x plus 8. You should already have an idea of what to do with those. PN, the diagonal, is 5y plus 19, and MO is 12y minus 37. So we know these two are congruent, and we know where our diagonals are congruent. So that will help us find x and y. So set your x expressions equal. 7x is 21, so x is 3. And then set your y's equal. And 56 is equal to 7y, so y is 8. We have another isosceles trapezoid here. So find each missing angle. You know the base angles are congruent in an isosceles trapezoid. So 3x is equal to 39 and x is equal to 13. So then D, 2 times 13 plus 27. D is going to be 53 degrees, as is C, and then 180 minus 53 is 127. Isosceles triangles or trapezoids are a little bit easier to work with. And we have isosceles trapezoids the rest of the way, so awesome. Consecutives are supplementary. So 14x minus 16 is 180. Add 16 divided by 14, and x is 14. So 10 times 14 minus 33. J and K are 107. And 4 times 14 plus 17. I could have just subtracted those from 180 to get 73. If you would like to pause your video and work on these, feel free. 6x minus 1, base angles are congruent. Supplementary here. So 10 plus 6 is 16x plus 4 equals 180. Subtract 4, divide by 16. And 10 times 11 plus 5, W and X are 115. And 180 minus 115 is 65. And I'm marking my isosceles trapezoids here. All right, these two are congruent. So 3x equals 21, x is equal to 7. So angle C and D are 131. 180 minus 131, 49. And I'm going to put a 3x plus 1 here so I can add these up equal to 180. 17x minus 24. Add 24, divide by 17, and x is 12. So these two would be 37, and 180 minus 37 is 143. Don't forget your degree symbols there. Now we're going to talk about mid-segments of trapezoids. If EF is the mid-segment of trapezoid ABCD, then AB, segment AB, is parallel to DC is parallel to EF, and EF is equal to the length of AB plus the length of DC divided by 2. So using this particular diagram, if AB is 14 and DC is 26, to find EF, we add those up and divide by 2, and 40 divided by 2 is 20. If AB is 7 and DC is 31, then you would get 19. If you're given EF, EF equals AB plus DC divided by 2. 44 equals AB plus 38, so AB is 6. AB is 41, EF is 47. So 47 equals 41 plus DC divided by 2. 2 times 47 is 94 equals 41 plus DC. So DC is 53. For trapezoid P, Q, R, S, Y, and Z are midpoints of the legs. So that's your mid-segment. Find YZ. So this is what you're looking for. So 38 plus x plus 14 divided by 2 equals 5x minus 19. Multiply by 2 and combine like terms. So 10x minus 38, 9x equals 90. So x is equal to 10. So 50 minus 19 is 31. Find KJ. So 2x plus 11 plus 6x minus 1 over 2 equals 25. Multiply by 2, 8x plus 10 equals 50. 8x is 40, so x is 5. And so 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 minus 1 is 29. Find UV. So x plus 7 plus 6x plus 5 divided by 2 equals 8x minus 3. 7x plus 12 equals 16x minus 6. 18 is 9x, so x is 2. So you get 13 when you plug in x. The next page that you guys have It simply it just summarizes all your quadrilaterals. So it gives you all your characteristics of trapezoids, talks about midpoints, talks about isosceles trapezoids, parallelograms, rhombi, rectangles, and squares are all parallelograms, and squares are rhombi and rectangles. So it kind of gives you a graphical illustration of how all of the quadrilaterals are related. All right, guys, this concludes our section. Let me know if you have any questions and have a good day.